Welcome to High Tea, the podcast.
With Scott and Michael.
With Scott and Michael.
Oh my god.
High Tea. High Tea.
Hi guys, welcome back to High Tea Episode 4 with me, your host, Scott McGoldrick, and...
Michael!
Yes, bitch. Today's podcast is all about relationships, love, failure, cheating, blah, blah, blah. Just relationships in general. And
We've
then
hitting this topic hard a lot, by the way.
I know, but I mean, everyone can relate to relationships, and we have still got a lot to talk about. We've only done 3 podcasts, so...
Four?
No, this is our 4th.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Yeah, maybe you should check up on bitch.
Like, what do you call that, an artist? I cannot stand watching or hearing myself. I actually can't.
A lot of people cannot stand listening to their own voice. So, since we're talking about relationships today, I think we'll also throw in some random ass stories to break it up. To start us off, do you want to just actually talk about, since we always do it every week, do you want to talk about RuPaul's Drag Race?
I've got a few wee comments I'd like to make on that anyway.
Okay, well, I feel as though that's all we've been doing recently, but RuPaul's Drag Race is a big thing in our life, so...
I am obsessed.
We're gonna fucking talk about it.
I am obsessed.
We only talk about it for 5 minutes, so if you don't like it, skip the 5-minute mark and you'll be fine. Okay?
Roughly, because sometimes we drag on a bit.
Bad
in the bun.
It's RuPaul's Drag Race Season 11.
Mm-hmm.
Who is your queen to win already? I know you probably can't tell, but...
Well, the ones that have caught my attention so far, like the ones I see has been... I don't know if the win, but the ones that like I'm remembering. Brooklyn Heights is the one that always just jumps straight to
That's my winner so far, because I feel as though
yeah.
she's came so prepared.
She has came sharp. She's pulling out all-star looks.
She
on the
already
first
looks
episode.
like a winner, but I don't know how she's going to do the challenges.
Also, yeah, you know who I think is killing the challenges, but not killing... Well, for last week's episode, the acting challenge, killed the challenge, but it's just like crap on the runway.
Nina West?
Nina West, that's it.
Right.
Our first look was atrocious.
Do you know what I think it is? I think it just dated.
Yeah, like that. No, our first one was a disaster. Our second one was dated.
When you look at all the other contestants, they're bringing something
pushing
new and
drag
different
forward,
and stuff, do you know what I mean?
and
It
they're really moving it. She's there for a reason. She's got talent, but I'd say her strength was her acting talent. Because watching last week's episode was brilliant.
The person who I think has got a real good shot of being in the finale is Evie Oddly.
Love Evie Oddly.
I think it's going to be Evie Oddly and Brooklyn Heights on a dance-off at the very end to see who's going to be queened, and it's going to be Brooklyn Heights, obviously, because they're going to make it the first Canadian winner, so it's a bigger deal. I mean, she does bring the talent, you can't...
Oh, you can't. She's not there just because she's from Canada. She's there because she has got... She proved that she was the best by a mile on that runway.
Was it the first runway?
Yeah, Vanjie.
Oh my god, I
redeemed
love
herself.
Vanjie. I love Vanjie. I think every time you see her, she
That
just
voice,
looks so fucking pricey. She just looks so elegant. Michael doesn't agree, but I actually fancy her as a boy.
I love her as that punchy line. Let's see, like, what do you call it? Our testimonials, our confessionals. They are brilliant. I mean, she's in the workroom and she does all these wee zingy one-liners and stuff. Hilarious, but that would be so grating.
She could grate me all day, every day.
I've got a feeling she might be on the bottom bunk. Just.
Well, actually, I've seen her in her videos on Twitter and stuff, and she kind of looks like a top.
You can't
She's
look like a top. You have to essence it.
And she had the essence of a top, but I've got an essence of a top, obviously. Look at me.
Blend out the freckles and we'll speak.
I get that a lot on fucking Grindr and stuff by little twinks just wanting me to top them for some reason.
Oh no.
And I'm looking like, look at my fucking pictures, bitch. You think it's topping anybody? It clearly states my profile as well that I'm a bottom. What? Michael just had a surprise face there.
Someone messaged me and called me daddy.
Oh, what age are you?
27!
Oh, daddy.
The person was 28 who said it. It's like, oh, I love a hairy chest, daddy. I'm like,
Oh, I hate
Don't call me
I hate when people seriously say it. Like, it's okay as a joke, but when you're seriously saying to people, like online, daddy,
fuck me, daddy. No, thank you.
I could not say that because I don't have daddy issues. Like, I love my dad. So
I've got daddy issues, but I still don't say it.
I just couldn't. That'd be so weird. Oh. Anyway, today's topic, since we're past RuPaul, I think we should move on to relationships, bitch, because everyone experiences relationships in their life.
What kind of relationships do you want? Like, because you can have relationships with different people, yeah.
Yeah, whether it's friends, lovers, workers,
one night stand,
whatever.
that's not a
yeah,
relationship, that's just a connection.
It's a connection. I think we should just start on an easy one. What is the good and bad parts of being in love?
That's the easy one.
Easy one?
No.
Well, I think the good parts is you've always got someone there who's going to text, comfort you whenever.
You should have someone there that's going to
a
comfort.
good fucking
partner.
The bad parts are
If they're not
someone's
that good.
always going to be there. So it's fucking.
It's kind of like you have to do stuff by committee. Like I'm not saying you should answer to run over and pass your partner, but there are certain things like you can't just go on a wild night out and disappear like till like 6 in the morning. That would be, you can't do that to your partner.
That's my wild issue. That's something I would do because I'm like, no fucker owns me, no man owns me.
That's not about being owned. That's just about respect.
I know, but that's the thing. I need to go over that because I've got like.
You can't do that. If you've done that to me, I'd fucking.
What'd you call that?
Bin you?
Not commitment issues.
Commitment.
When people tell you what to do.
Someone told me actually that I'm quite distant with people.
Well, yeah.
I'll find someone or I'll date someone, whatever. I don't say I'm dating someone. I go on dates with someone. There's a slight difference.
Massive difference.
I wouldn't say there's a massive difference. But the point is, you're either dating or you're going on dates with. I think you go on dates with someone and then you start dating them and then you go exclusive and there's a ton of wee steps in between it. But I don't let it get that far.
You cut it.
Yeah, I cut it before anybody's feelings get
Michael
hurt.
can do this thing where he can date multiple people at the same time, and I cannot date one. Like, if I'm talking to someone, I have to be talking to them. Like, my brain cannot separate people. It's so weird. I cannot be doing that. I can hardly keep in contact with one person. So I don't know if I can't share myself with two people at the same time. It'd be just too weird.
That's because you think I'm doing something different. I'm not sharing myself.
No, but are you just like randomly texting?
No, it's like think about it. It's like friendships. Right, when you go and date someone, it's friendly. Right, so for instance, let's see, fair enough, you might have a kiss at the end of the night. I will not sleep with someone in the first date. I do not do that.
Mine's is third date, but then sometimes
it depends. It can be. Usually, I won't do it before the third date. I don't care how great it is. I will not do it because I was thinking the sooner you sleep with someone, the sooner you're gonna fuck it up.
Can I just say something? My whole rule was third date, and then when I'm thinking back on my exes, I gave them a piece on the first date.
Exes, let's see.
Rocky, like, that's not his real name, by the way. When we went on a date, we played like footsie under the table and stuff.
We were at a rock bar. Under the table.
We were at a rock bar, and then we moved on to a Chinese buffet thing or whatever, and then we played footsie under the table. And that look, I just knew like, oh shit, I'm gonna fuck him up. And that was the night I realised I like spitting on dicks. Like, I was fucking spitting like a manly bitch, and I've never done that in my life. I think it was a rock bar that just got right into me and I felt dirty.
Did you go to Solid Rock?
I was like, what?
Solid Rock Cafe?
Maybe.
I hate that place.
I don't know.
I hate that place.
No, it was across from Central.
Yeah, Solid
Is
Rock
that
Cafe.
what it's called?
Solid Rock
That's
Cafe.
what it was, yeah. Solid Rock Cafe, and that bitch made me Solid Rock. I will
that music in there is not my style.
I know.
It's like dun, 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 dun.
I knew I was going to suck on that dick that night, and the way we were looking at each other, and he was covered in tattoos and shit. I think that's what turned me on more. See a guy covered in tattoos. Oh, you'll get me into bed like that night. Fuck third date rules. I don't give a shit.
Done the tattoo guy, I made it.
Oh, I just want more tattoo guys. I love the drummer whole thing when they're looking a bit bulimic. Not bulimic, anemic. And they look as though they're so tired, but they're drumming like fuck, and they're covered in tattoos.
So that heroin.
A little bit of long hair, like Scarlet Envy, and they just don't care. I love those.
I love long hair, like I just sexy.
Anything that will get me is like a guy who is taller than me, so it'd have to be about 6'3", 6'4". Fuck me up.
For a wee minute last year, I thought I liked like the taller thing. I mean, I'm just under 6'1", so I'm pretty tall.
You're not under 6'1", you're 6'1", bitch.
What? No,
I'm 6'2", so you're 6'1".
I'm fairly tall. I thought I was into that a wee bit last year, like, because every time I date someone, they're always shorter than me. Always shorter than me. It's very hard to find. It's weird, but it's really hard to find.
Very, very hard to find people taller than you when you're 6 something.
Height's not a big deal, but there's a part of it that matters.
I love height.
Right? But they're not.
I love height. What the fuck is that? I mean, I love guys taller than me.
Yeah, but then I realised I felt a wee bit uncomfortable because it made me feel
like a little bit girly, a little bit innocent.
No, the person I was with, I didn't feel it just made me feel like I wasn't the one taking care of things. Like, I like to be that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I like
to feel like I'm being protective.
I like
that feeling.
Yeah, you're like the opposite of me. I like a tall guy because I like to feel protected and like he's gonna cuddle me, you know, treat me well, and I'm like a little
teddy bear. That sounds it.
I like a little teddy bear, and he's just got to cuddle me and protect me for anybody. You like the opposite. You like to be the person protecting, basically.
Yeah. But I mean, it's not a deal breaker, but it's just my personal comfort. But if it changes, it changes.
Most of the people I date have been smaller than me, except from one person, so I can't really fucking talk. Mine's all just wishful dreaming.
I always get the guys like the way I'm built, like because I'm like, big and broad,
like rugby.
I'm
style.
quite solid.
And
So
I'm
people,
just like fucking flubber.
no, I've got flubber on me, trust me. But guys seem to like that, so I've been told that a lot, like they feel safe. Someone telling me they feel safe with me, or someone telling me they think I'm funny, like I can make them laugh.
That's
the two best compliments.
Anyway, you were going to say something about foots under the table?
Yeah. You and Rocky were sitting playing foots under the table. That's not foots under the table. I will tell you what foots under the fucking table is.
I think I know what you're going to say.
I went on a single date
with
a person who seemed so innocent, like butter wouldn't melt.
What he know?
And they were like 2 years older than me. Don't like that, again, very twinky, which usually isn't my style, but I was like, he's nice, good banter. Went for dinner. Thankfully, the restaurant was fairly quiet, and I'd say probably about 1 minute into the date, I realised this isn't going anywhere. He looked just like his pictures, still attractive, all cool.
Not your type.
Personality in person sucked. Right? Just so it's saying the really weirdest shit, and I was like, how do I get out of here as soon as possible without being rude? So I sat there, we were chatting, and it did start to pick up a wee bit, but not enough to be interested. Then I realised unbelievably rapidly, I don't know how he'd done this, it was like magic. He had managed to remove his shoe.
What the fuck?
And use his foot under the table to undo my buttons on my jeans.
What?
I just felt
what
like,
is it? Is that a magician?
See when you grab at the top button, you just pull it and it's buttoned down, you just kind of open. Yeah.
Is he a magician's assistant? They can do all that shit.
I have no fucking idea. Anyway, I was like, oh my god, what are you doing? I was wearing like briefs. So everything was pretty much crammed right there. So he was right on top of it with his foot. And we were sitting in the middle of a restaurant. Not like, it was just a normal everyday restaurant. A chain restaurant.
He just went for it. He don't give a fuck.
Right? Well, wait, to be honest, we did start talking about sex during it, but I didn't expect him to do it. But no, but not.
So you're just to blame, Meg? You started
No.
I know what you're like.
No. He brought up sex, and then we started talking because we spoke about it, and I knew it wasn't going anywhere. So if it's not going anywhere,
I know. Michael's thing is, third date rules, but if he knows it's not going anywhere, he will fuck you in first date.
Yeah, gives a fuck.
I kind of feel that as well.
But the point was, he was good looking, so he done that. I was like, whoa. Right, and they still didn't stop. 3-4 minutes later, a waiter comes up to us. He's still trying to put on his shoe. I'm trying to hide my buttons. He's like, we're closing the upstairs part if you want to go downstairs. And I was like, they've seen us on CCTV or something. They've seen you being a weirdo.
Seen you.
Then we went downstairs, which was a lot more crowded. He did it again, but this time he couldn't get the button undone. So I was like, stop. He stopped. He removed his sock this time.
Oh my god,
ew. So I was like, let's go outside, I need to smoke.
Who does that in a restaurant? Who does that? Anyone?
Don't forget, if you're sitting further away from a table, you can see underneath it. Right? I don't think he was thinking about this.
Maybe
I was like, let's get outside and smoke. I said, I'll need to get my train soon because we've had dinner, we're good. And he went, check it for you. I was like, no, I'll do it. And he went, I was like, no. He checked it for me. It's got to be 45 minutes. I knew this, but I wanted to lie and just go for a taxi and get the fuck out.
I've done that before.
Right? I thought, well, I'm not going to see him again. So I was like, why not? That was really risky, but it was kind of hot. And I knew an area just in the back for it. And he said, do you want me to suck you off?
Do it outside.
And I was like, no.
Free blowjobs around.
Well, he said, do you want me to suck you off? And I was like, I'm not really sure. And they went,
what? When have you ever said, I'm not really sure?
I wasn't right. That was a ploy. I went, I'm not really sure. But at this point, I had my hand on his arse. And then he took my hand and put it down the back of his trousers. You know, do you want to fuck me? And I was like, yes.
Oh my god. He dished everything. He knew what he was getting that night.
Yeah, it was fucking brilliant. We went into this kind of back street and he just leaned against the wall. And then I just grabbed him and pushed him on the ground.
I think I've seen that porno somewhere.
Probably. He told me he liked it like rough and ready. Just grabbed him and put him on the ground. And then he was like, oh yeah, do that. And then done the business with him. Finished. Got up.
And you've been together for 7 months.
I married that man. That's when I knew. But after put his trousers back up and left his dignity there.
He sounds delicious. He is my idol.
He's so cute, so cute. Upstairs. Woohoo.
Oh, have you ever seen him again?
Nope.
Heard from him again?
I messaged him after him to say it was a nice day. No, I told him I wasn't going to go anywhere.
Alright.
But yeah, that's foot's under a fucking table for you. So don't tell me that shit. I don't be kicking boots with somebody.
That was much better. That was literally kinky bits.
There you go.
Quick question, since we're talking about relationships. Could you ever be in an open relationship?
I tried it. No, I couldn't do it.
No.
Tried it once. Well,
at least you tried it. Maybe put your phone down while we're fucking recording. This is so unprofessional, Michael. I have to produce, direct, edit, and post this, and you do fuck all except I'm sitting your phone and chat up men. The question was, could you be in an open relationship?
I was in one. Well, no, I was briefly in one, and I fucking hated it.
At least you tried.
No. I wish I never tried. Like when it comes to sex and stuff, my morals go out the window. I'm very, well, not very.
You're very free.
I'm very free spirited. I'm like, if you want to tell me, if somebody says to me, "Oh, I'd love to get spanked with candle wax," I was like, "Give me the candle, let's do this." I'm not shy. But the point is, I'm no shy. I'm no reserved, and I'll talk about sex, and I'm very open, and I'm not that bothered. But not open relationships. We tried it, and even though, like I said, sexually I'm very experimental, or trying most things. So technically, I suppose you should say that should be me feeling like if I'm doing like kinky stuff, I should be like demoralised or feel dirty or something like that.
As if you shouldn't have rules.
Exactly. But with that stuff, no, that's just fun. But when I was in an open relationship and slept with someone else, I felt demoralised then. And when I knew they'd done it, I felt shit. Then that's what hit me
if
inside.
you're feeling shitty in an open relationship, that means it ain't working out.
Yeah, that they are open relationship is not for me.
Well, at least you know now.
But the only reason it even happened was because we were that fucked up. We knew it was coming to an end, and we just tried everything we could to save it.
That was actually another topic. How do you know it's come to an end in a relationship? When did you know, etc.
I'd say when the bad outweighs the good.
Instead of just breaking up.
It's just because you get to that point where you think you can't live without that person. When you've created your life around them.
No matter how much you hate them, you think, I can't get this because I do this every day with them. I do this, like, blah, blah, blah. How am I going to get out of this?
Well, by that point, I was with them for 5 years. We lived together, everything was big, we were engaged. And we're like, let's get
talking about this. I done a very evil thing when it was the end actually. We broke up for. See, when you break up, get back together, break up, get back together.
Yeah.
This was like some high school shit, right? So we were
in high school.
Literally. And me and this girl broke up. Can I say her name? I mean, it's just a fucking podcast.
Just make up a fake one just in case.
So me and this girl broke up. P.S. A lot of people don't realise that I had a lot of girlfriends.
You went every girl in our class, remember?
Seeing the more I think about it, I was just an evil fucking kid. No wonder my mum used to call me a manipulative bastard. Not a vindictive bastard.
You even got a tone there and everything, babe. You were really Chandler.
That was her thing. She would call me a vindictive bastard. And the more I look back, I'm like, whoa, I really was a vindictive bastard at that age. How did I become so evil? I was like, fucking, what's that Omen kid? Damien? I was like him. So me and this girl were going out for a while. But we thought we were going to become friends this time. We're going to be friends. So there was a sleepover on the Friday and I was invited. I was the only boy there to...
That means the parents knew you were gay.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 girls were there, including the one I was going out with, or my ex. We decided to play fucking, I think it was, spin the bottle. When there was only one of me here and they all knew she was my ex and they were her best friends. When you think about it, we were all vindictive and weird bastards past. We were like 14, 15. This was like weird shit.
And kinky wee shits to sound
We were in a circle and we were playing spin the bottle. Me being the only boy there, this is obviously going to hurt the girl I was going out with. We were only split up for like a few days. So I kissed like every girl there who was my friend and I went out with 2 of the girls.
Proper French kiss?
And I went out with 2 of the girls at one point. So it was even more weirder. So basically I was sitting in a group with 3 of my exes and my best friend Rebecca. And we all kissed. And then obviously that's going to cause a fucking scene. I feel so bad because she went in the kitchen, she was like, I'm fine. So when people say they're fine, they ain't fine. And I felt so bad because she started crying and stuff. So I started crying with her in the kitchen and I think we actually got back together after that. We were the weirdest couple ever, but that's why I don't date girls anymore. When we come back, I'll tell the story about when I used to drink green tea mixed with my piss to try and clear my acne because I had that much of an issue with it. Yes. And we'll also tell some funny story times, I think. Maybe we'll talk about sex, because we always end up on sex.
We always do. Fun.
Let's think about sex stories and we'll be right back. Mwah.
Are you a lonely kid? Do you need a fix? I can show you bliss. I got that cocaine, champagne, caviar, and lightning to make you do anything I need. I got that magic lip trick to touch your soul and melt it. Cocaine, champagne, caviar, dreams. They're all I need. I whisper into his ear. Here's a dirty little secret Alice never left here. So buckle up, Chuck, and I wish you luck. You can scream and cry for help, but your time is up.
Welcome back to part 2 of High Tea the Podcast, episode 4, guys, and I am feeling fucking fierce. Oh, I'm so excited because I was not going to tell you this story. Let's just jump into sex, shall we? We always do. I was not going to mention this story because it is really embarrassing, but fuck it, it happens to everyone when you're gay, and you know where I'm going with this, gay guys, you know. So, story time. We all love a story time. I was around 16, 17, living my best life. You know, I was a hoe at that age. I was a top hoe. I was A+. I was just doing it. I knew what I was doing. I loved sex. My hormones were going crazy.
Tell them why you love sex. What got you on that?
Oh, the reason
Keep on with Samantha Jones.
The reason I loved sex at this point is I just got into Sex in the City. And you know, when you get into Sex in the City and you feel the character, sometimes TV takes over your life.
I know, you think as a slayer.
Me and Mike used to think we're fucking Buffy the Vampire Slayer and we broke each other's arms.
Can we just throw something out there? Amount of stunt doubles and fake fights have done in that, we did not realise, and we were beating the shit out of each
we
other.
were like 10 and beating the shit out of each other while fucking Sarah Michelle Gellar's never in one scene, I don't think.
She's busy doing Maybelline adverts.
TV does really influence kids. You
You don't realise that.
So it influenced me, and I thought I was Samantha because everybody wants to be Samantha from Sex and the City.
You're Miranda.
I was feeling my fucking... What the fuck did you say to me?
Such a Miranda.
Anyway, I thought I was Samantha Jones and I was feeling my oats. But I had been out that weekend and I had caught a bug and I was sick. But my hormones did not give a fuck. They were playing up with me and I was talking to this guy. I don't know what it was on. It may have been Gaydar or Fit Lads from
Probably
back in the day.
back then, I'm going to say Fit Lads because that became more of the thing trendier.
Fitlads.net was a thing back then for the gays. And I was talking to this really hot guy and he had a fucking cock ring. And I love guys with cock rings. And that just gets me going. Too much information if you're a family listening. Please tune out now. This part is going to get explicit. So if you do not like disgusting things or sexual stories, please back the fuck up and go listen to another podcast. Because here at High Tea we talk about sex and we embarrass each other. Okay, we ain't ashamed to share embarrassing stories with each other. If you have an embarrassing story, please leave it in the comments down below. I really want to feel as though I'm not the only one. So this guy had a cock ring. I felt ill. I had a little bit of the D, you know, a little bit Di. Princess Di was up in my booty, if you feel what I'm saying. God rest her soul. I agreed to go and have sex with him. I was going to bottom. I sucked on his beautiful pierced cock. And he put
Prince
it in.
Albert.
Okay, oh, it was hot. He put it in. So imagine he had a fucking piercing as well. Oh my god, this is gonna get disgusting. I'm embarrassed and ashamed of myself, but this has only happened one time. This is one time and only one time because I'm a fucking clean bitch. He put it in. He wanted to change positions, but Michael, no, you know exactly what happened.
Can I just assume?
What?
He pulled out Prince Albert in the lot, and there was probably like peanuts and sweet corn.
There was Prince Albert and Princess Di all in the same fucking room, honey. I will tell you that. I was out and he pulled it out and it was...
Can I ask you a question?
It was a Nutella dick.
Yeah, Nutella dick, right? But see when it came out, was it that instant scent?
Yes.
Oh no, it was the proper.
When I say I was out, I mean I was out. I don't know why I thought. I still douched and all that, but my body was just not...
Sometimes you... There is like the point is that is technically an exit if you work for your body system. The stuff isn't technically supposed to get it, but it feels damn good.
My
when
body
it is.
was obviously trying to get rid of the poison and stuff that I'd put in my body for partying and stuff, and I was just
I was like, no more dick.
He pulled it out and the scent was there and it was a royal party up in there, let's just say. Albert was really close to die. Ew, that is disgusting. I know what you mean. I know, you're probably all cringing right now. But this is the reality of gay guys. Sometimes it happens. You can douche as much as you want, but if your body is not prepared, it doesn't want it that night, you cannot have it. Even, it doesn't matter how horny you are, okay? So, oh my god, you can imagine the look in my face because this was the first time it ever happened. And the last time, because I swore it would never happen again. He looked at me and he was like, oh my god. And I looked at that dick and, you know, a piercing, he would have had to get in there with a fucking Q-tip.
Toothbrush.
Disgusting, but he ran to the sink and I ran to the sink
Did he run? Like,
he ran to the toilet and stuff, and as he was doing that, after I cleaned... No, I ran to the toilet first because I was so embarrassed and I stayed there for like 5 minutes and I was like, what did I do? Did I just like get out of here? I had no fucking bottoms on. How the fuck was I going to get out? I went back in the room, didn't want to look at him and I'm like, I'm so sorry.
Did you apologise?
He went to the toilet. As soon as he went to the toilet, I fucking threw on my clothes and stuff.
Probably thought you were stealing his shit.
I threw on my clothes.
When he was stealing yours. Pardon the pun.
I pulled up my trousers and I was ready to run, like go out that door, and he came back and I was like, I'm so sorry, that's never happened before, blah blah blah. And he's like, it's cool. And I'm like, I think I should go. And he's like, yeah, I think you should. That was the most embarrassing fucking thing that's ever happened to me. But it is the only time it has ever happened. I can say that, which I'm proud of. Watch Karma kick me in the ass and I bet you next out. But the most embarrassing thing is, as well is, I went to the club the night after, Furies, and he was there with his friends and he was straight, so he's like in the closet. But he still came up to me and said hi and stuff as if he was wanting a second go. He was fucking fine, so if you're listening to this, please hit me up. I will suck on that Prince Albert and I will make up for my mistakes.
Are we still checking the bits out yet?
So that was my shit story. That was hilarious. It was embarrassing, but I'm proud.
It's happened to everybody.
I am happy to share embarrassing shit as long as people feel as though they relate to it.
Man or woman does not matter. If you're gonna do anal sex on the regular, there is a good chance. But it's not, it will
if
happen.
you're going to do it like 100 times, obviously, out of that 100 times, it's going to happen once. There's just a law of average, basically.
As far as I'm aware, no one's ever come at me with anything.
Oh, okay.
No. But I don't
Fuck
I
yeah.
don't do that very often, so that's my average is different. But I've had it happen to me. It's never been through Nutella dick. But there's a reason you've never had it happen to you.
I think I've topped twice in my life or something, 3 times in my life. I can count on one hand how many times I've topped, I swear. And I just don't like it. I don't like the feeling.
I've got a very specific way I'll handle it when it happens to me. Because it will happen to me again. It's just it's going to happen, right? Even if it was in a relationship or if it was just...
Oh, see, if it was in a relationship, I would not be so bad.
It's not,
you love the person, you don't care.
No, but it's not even... Like, I know how embarrassed I would be if it happened to me, right? So, I try not to make it worse for
the other person.
Because that's just shit. Another pun there. That's gonna get cry. No, so I try not to make it worse or emphasise it. So I will admit, few times it's happened. I can count one hand. You come out.
Smell hits you.
Actually, I've never had it as bad as that. You're like, what do I do? This is going to be so embarrassing for both of us. He's going to get embarrassed. I'm going to be embarrassed. It's just got to be right. So always try and be really nice. But I'll usually say, mate, I think you should go and clean up.
That would still embarrass me though.
It's still embarrassing, but it's the only way. You've got to say something to clean up, but you can't exactly. Mate, you need to get a hold of that.
I've
That's
just got to
manky.
jump back in there, swamp style. Shrek up this bitch.
Listen, Fiona, take it.
If you've got a Nutella story like we have, please comment down below. That is just something hilarious we can share together and we won't feel so alone or embarrassed. I will be watching and I will comment back, don't worry. Be sure to subscribe to soundcloud.com/highteapodcast, guys, because you just get the first listen. And if you're listening on YouTube, you're getting that a week later. So if you want to get a first listen, jump over to SoundCloud, bitches, and follow that fucking podcast. Alright. Anyway, I forgot to tell you guys, I was saying on Snapchat and Instagram, the time I suffered from really bad acne, I was on Accutane as a teenager. Don't worry, these story times are going everywhere. Who gives a shit? We're high. This is how our brain works when you're high, okay? Get with that. So I was a teenager and I suffered from really bad acne. I was on Accutane. I was a real bad hippie back then, like really hardcore with my body. You seen my body, I had like a 6-pack and stuff. I was hardcore, but it destroyed my life. It came over my life. I had no life at all. It was all just focusing on food, diaries about what pills to take and stuff. It got to the stage I was ordering illegal pills online. I'm not going to mention the pills because I know for a fact if you've got an eating disorder or something, you will take that word and you will run with it. Can I finish that?
That's something you look too good.
If I say a pill, I know for a fact someone who's got an eating disorder will run and fucking try and Google it and stuff. So I'm not going to mention the pills I was on. But I took a lot. And some you had to stick to a diary, like an itinerary. Where
schedule.
You had to stick to a schedule, a specific schedule, or you could fucking die. And I was that hardcore. I did it. I don't know why. I was only about 17 and I was hardcore into all this. That's what an eating disorder is. One day you're normal and the next day it takes over your whole life. So I was taking all these illegal pills, going to the gym from like 9 in the morning until 5 as if it was a job. I was constantly worried about my body, so I would do such weird things. I had basically a book that I made myself of all the stuff I could eat, couldn't eat, stuff I would use in my skin. I used to bathe in milk and oats because it would like clear up my eczema and stuff. But it got to the stage, I think I was watching Oprah one night and she was interviewing this hippie girl who said she drinks her own piss because it basically revives her skin and all this bullshit. So I thought, great idea, let's try that. I got my green tea jug out, like a jug of green tea, and I pissed in it, twirled that shit around, and I can still taste it right now when I'm thinking about it. I drank that shit like every night for quite some time. It was disgusting. I even bathed myself, like my face in piss. I would piss in the sink and wash my face with it because...
Who told you this?
Some bitch on Oprah years and years ago.
Say what? You listened?
I know.
Oprah wouldn't lead me astray.
That's Oprah would never do that. So I would piss in a sink and wash my face with it, just hoping it would cure my acne. But obviously, shit like that was not gonna help, especially when it's a real fucking issue. I had like extreme acne, so I had to go on like the hardcore pills, vitamin A and stuff to cure it. These days, I very rarely get a spot, but still, my skin has these red acne scars, which I can cure, like I can cover it with concealer, who gives a shit. So I do feel for anyone who has bad acne. I really know what you're going through, trust me. Anyway, let's just make this fun right now, okay? Where is the weirdest place you've masturbated?
Stockroom and one of my jobs.
Oh, that's actually a big thing. I see a lot of pornos like that. It's always in stockrooms and stuff, and toilets and work.
I think there's something else. I'm trying to think if there's kinkier.
My weirdest place, now people, don't freak the fuck out and don't hate me. But I am Christian and I love the Lord, so the weirdest place I masturbated was in church. But it was just outside, it was still on the premises.
In the ground of a church.
It was
when
on
closed.
the ground of the church, and yeah, that's the weirdest place that I've masturbated. But I was a horny fucking teenager and I just had to get it out. Have you ever said, where's the weirdest place you've had sex?
Oh, the weirdest place? Sex? Ooh. There's a few places.
The weirdest place I've ever had sex?
A toilet and work.
Oh, it's always work.
A custom one.
Should you not be fucking working? They are lucky to have you there.
Oh, I mean,
The weirdest place I've ever done it was on top of a school roof. See, when you break your virginity, you just want to do it all the time.
But the janitor lived in
We
the
were
premises.
on MSN at 1 o'clock in the morning, and we stayed quite close to each other. And I was like, I'll meet you at the corner. And we just went up the school roof and started fucking.
That's how you do.
And a helicopter started coming above us. It was so embarrassing. Oh, and I also gave her a lick out under the school stairs at lunchtime because
Oh my god,
I'm
sorry,
just a
I
great
just
partner
beat your
like
wank
that.
story. I just realised I beat your wank story.
You beat my wank story, how?
Somebody was wanking off his feet under a table in the middle of a fucking
Oh my god,
restaurant.
He gave me a toe job?
No.
Oh my god, I also remember the weird shagging thing. Me and a boyfriend at the time, we were fucking in this car park, even though I didn't know what the fuck, I was not in the mood, and I was like, okay, just top me, whatever. He was topping
That doesn't sound great.
He was topping me in the car, and he knew, but I never knew. But this whole time, people were in the other car just watching us casually, a boy and a girl, and he was doing me good, and he never told me until after it came. He must have been into it if he just never told me, but it was fucking hot. Anyway, should we wrap this up? We have been recording for quite some time.
We have. And I've got places to be.
I'm just going to say are you leaving? Michael go and get fucked. But this is what Michael does. He will record the podcast and then just fuck off and get fucked. Well, I'm here still, angelic like a virgin. Like a virgin.
Pretty sure I have a place to be.
Anyway, thank you so much for
Listen, I don't need it in the show, no. They're trying to victimize me.
They're trying to kill me, y'all.
Robert.
Anyway, to wrap it up, thank you so much for listening, guys. If you're on SoundCloud, thank you so much for being the first listener. And if you're on YouTube, what the fuck are you doing? Go to soundcloud.com/hightpodcast and follow that fucking channel, bitch.
Because tea is expensive and we need money.
We are going to be back with more fucking hot tea, hot drama, hot story times because we have a lot to share, especially when it comes to sex. You know what? This is basically just a sex
I'm
podcast.
away to do research right now.
This is just... I'm sending Michael out in the field to go get some... Like,
This is Gale Hailstorm.
No, generally Michael is going to get a hookup right now, so
Yeah,
I need
so
to...
can we move? Because there's two hot guys.
Please say bye to the guys. You can't just fucking rush off.
Thank you for listening. Bye.
Love ya. Thanks so much for listening, guys, and I hope you enjoyed episode 4. See you in episode 5.
Mwah.
Just